What is going on, you guys? So today I got a replay. It was a very good match that I had. Let's pause it right here, or actually once I send it out. So I don't think you can see it from where I'm recording, but I'll try to do this. Maybe that'll work. So at the beginning, I had lost to this man. It was when the lottery started, and I was getting like mid 1300s, and then I found this guy, and then I lost and he beat me pretty badly. It actually made me want to change my team. But then I went and did some thinking, and I realized that I let him get like a lot of hazards up, and the residual damage, especially the poison, was really getting to my team. And so I decided not to change my team and realized that just depending on how I play, I could play better. And when I started this, I was like, no, no, no. And I was like, wait, actually, you know what? If I make the right choices, I might be able to do this. And we both know each other's teams, so it's not that much of a difference anymore. And he did surprise me with some things, and we were watching from his point of view. And starting off here, I did make some strange, or what might seem to be strange plays, but ended up just being the safe play. And it starts off with that, what I'm talking about, right on turn one. So I will go ahead and explain to you my thought process. So the main thing that I realized was that I was trying to keep most of the as many hazards as I could off of the field. Obviously, can't get rid of them once they're there, so that kind of sucks. Um, but I think toxic spikes were a lot worse, and it was seeming to be a more defensive Dragog. Dragog. I hope I put this right in the same back in the same spot that I was in. But anyways, let's go for this. So let's go at normal speed. So he goes into Vullaby, and I was Earthquaking turn 1 just in case he wanted to switch into his Dragog to take the close combat. Now that would have 2-hit KO'd the Vullaby, and I'm not sure if he knows that, but had I gone for the CC right there, it could have been very bad for him. I go for the Hidden Power, on the Ferroseed, pretty standard. He gets up a layer of spikes. I switch in my sock, and he gets the Leech Seed on that switch, and that kind of sucks because he's going to be able to go for the Protect, and I don't want him to be able to just freely go for the Protect, so I go into Rotom, and he just protects and it fails. So he's playing safe as well, and he's just going to switch out as I'm not sure what I do here. I did not watch this over, so I'm just going at it. I Volt Switch out, and I'm going to go into Liepard, actually. I'm not sure why. Maybe just knock off this or anything, I guess. So yeah, and he can't protect that in that way. So that was my whole mindset, I guess. So he does what he did in the first game, which is switch into Seismitude to take the knockoff. I guess it's the best thing he has to take it, and I go right into my sock knowing he's gonna want to get up his rocks. And now I go for the Earthquake again a second time just in case he wanted to go into Dragog. I don't know why he keeps going into Vullaby. It will be 2-hit KO'd by close combat, and yeah, and I guess it's just not because I don't have my rocks up. If I had my rocks up, it would have made a difference, but so far I've been playing this completely safe. He Toxics my Seismitoad, and I switch out into Liepard to take whatever. As he goes into Cryogonal, I'm just going to Pursuit Trap him. He goes into Cryogonal, predicting me to set my rocks, and I predicted that switch, actually. That's what happened. So I'm going to U-turn out after he switches in Seismitoad, and I'm going to bring in my own Seismitoad. Probably just to go for the knockoff, I believe. No, he actually goes for the Scald. So this time I'll probably just set up my rocks, as last time he did go into Cryogonal. And he is going to make that same switch back into it as I just go get up my rocks. So I could go into not too many things here, as he's probably going to go for the freeze move, but let's see. I forget what he actually does. So he does just go for the rapid spin. Gets the rocks away. So Liepard's getting really whittled down here, and I just went for the knockoff, predicting him to predict my pursuit and actually stay into recover or freeze dry. And it works out very well for me, because now when I get up the rocks, they will be there to stay. He brings in Seismitoad, and I'm just going to go into my own Seismitoad, knowing that he can't really do much for me. Probably knock off. Nope, he's just going to EQ. So I'm probably going to be able to outspeed him because my Seismitoad runs a bit of speed. So, yeah, and he's going to get a crit on the Earthquake. I don't think that really mattered. I don't know. But get the rocks up, and it's all good for me. So, going to Persian, see, as you can see, the damage is really, really not fun. I have to play very safe and go for the Fake Out. sucks that I'm going to get the iron barbs, and not even wanting to U-turn to get that extra damage. I'm going to go to Rotom as he goes to the lead sheet. It's weird. I feel like he could have, would have, and should have set up more spikes, which would have been more beneficial in the long run. And here I double switch to Sock, predicting the Protect, I think. And that does work out very well for me. So I was playing on my top level of game this game, and I am just going to CC right here because I didn't think he would switch directly to Vullaby. And after the rocks, I thought it would 2 or 3 hit KO, and as you can see, it takes it very well, and I get the poison first turn, which kind of sucks. And at this rate, I was just going to leave in my Sock to die, and he would only be able to give up 1 layer of Toxic Spikes if that's what he wanted to do. But I do believe he just Dragon Tails me, which is even better for me because I really did not want the Toxic Spikes up this whole game. That was what I was trying to do the entire game, keep Toxic Spikes off the field. So I just decided to go for the Earthquake. He leaves in his Dragalge, which was interesting to me. I don't feel like he had to do that. He could have gone to his Pharaoh Seed. That's like the main thing he could have gone to. But I'm going to be able to 2-hit KO the Vullaby. No, just kidding. I was not looking at that. So I'm not going to be able to 2-hit KO the Vullaby as he gets off the Toxic on me and is going to be able to safely Roost. I'm going to predict the Seismitoad switch. I remember this one very well, and I take it out with an Air Slash, so that's awesome. That worked out very well for me, as the Volt Switch was probably very obvious. So it's 4-3 now. I've managed to do very well, when in the first game I'm pretty sure he 5 or 6 owed me. And I realized that my Rotom is a very good thing to have to wall just about everything left on his team. So Rotom is pretty much the winning factor I have here. It gets pretty boring here, so I'm just going to put it on fast and let it do its thing. So might even skip a bunch of this because I do remember it was just like stalling the Audino, trying to get some hacks. He goes into Pharaoh Seed to get the Wish, and I'm going to go for the Air Slash, and it's going to get right back to full. So I'm going to Willow, and it hits, surprisingly, and he goes to Elite Seed, and probably to Protect, but I might just plain switch. Nope, he predicts me to Protect, and maybe he goes to the Double Seed. I don't even know. So we go into Liepard as he sets up another layer of spikes, which now he's doing that kind of late at this point in the game, so I think he gets up his third layer of spikes. But I do have my my Rotom to just about defeat everything left on his team, so let's see how this works out. He brings in Audino, and I'm going to Pain Split to bring myself back up to a good amount of HP. And I'm going to Will-O-Wisp, and as you can see by his team, he doesn't have very many offensive threats, so unless my Rotom was poisoned by Toxic or something, Frozen, taken out by the Cryogonal, there's not much of a way it's going to be able to be taken out very easily looking at his team. So he might want to think about that. And also, yeah, so I'm basically going to win this this Stall War versus Audino sometime. It's just whenever he runs out of a PP of a move, or I get a crit or something of the sort. So yeah, I was very optimistic, but at the same time very doubtful of, like, where I'm being optimistic and then like in the back of my brain I really don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. But towards, like, as I got further and further keeping the Toxic Spikes off of the field, I was seeing it come to life, and I feel like he could have played better with some individual plays. But as you can see, I'm slowly whittling it down, and it's getting pretty close. I Volt Switch there on the Protect because my Air Slash has a chance to take him out, and gonna flinch him right there, which is pretty awesome, as I'm gonna go for the Volt Switch when he protects, and actually just gonna stick the Volt Switch and knock out the Vullaby, so that's pretty awesome. You'll see something pretty awesome way to end this, I think. So I bring in Persian, and I'm like, alright, I'm going to do the awesome Feint double-edge combination. But he actually doesn't protect, and he just wishes. And I predict him to predict me to go for the Protect. And actually just stick the double-edge and take him out, which was pretty awesome. So, yeah. Oh my gosh, there's a bunch of chat, but it's not that important. And yeah, that was probably one of the battles that I'm the most proud of in my time, because I got badly beaten by him, and then I had a very narrow game to him where I made a goal and I stuck my goal, and it really paid off. So that's something that I would say. So if you ever lose, don't ever blame it on the team, or at least try not to. Sometimes it's obviously the team, but if you have a team that you like and you've played with, and then you start losing a couple times with it, don't feel all discouraged. Just maybe watch your replays, see what went wrong, what plays you could have changed, stuff like that. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this, and let's see how long this was. Alright, so not even bad. Yeah, that was a great game. See you guys later.